everybody, welcome to DevLive, a dialogue with speakers and partners about the largest developers conference in Romania, DevTalks. I'm Andreea Balaci and I'm happy today to be together with my guest, Laurentiu Diaconu, Vice President Data Engineering, Verumex. Thank you for accepting our invitation. For those who don't know, Verumex is co-partner at DevTalks and will have an introduction on DevLead stage. Welcome again. Hi.
Thank you for having me. Thanks to those that are watching us. Hopefully, there's some watching, I guess.
Yes.
I guess, let's cut the names, let's cut the roles. We know all of those. It's in the, the stream title. I'm responsible with data technology at Verumex. I'm responsible with enterprise data platform architecture. And I'm currently leading the efforts in seizing a very big, global opportunity in enabling, I guess, self-service real estate data analytics for the commercial real estate sector with the power of, we like to call modern data warehousing. It's a very, used, kind of title for things that are pretty cool on the market. So I'm happy to be here, happy to speak at DevTalks, and certainly maybe next year as well.
Thank you very much. Also, can you tell us a few things about, let's introduce to the audience you and the company, Verumex.
Yeah, I do like the company so much that I'm going to speak about the company first. Verumex is actually, in Latin, it stands for Truth Will Out, which is very cool to, kind of say we use data to make truth available to people. And I think it's pretty important that, I'm bringing this up because that's what we do for the commercial real estate industry. We make, we make it easier for our investors, for our partners to get to the truth faster, better, and easier. We like to call Verumex also VMX. That's kind of the abbreviation that we go for. And we like to say that we are developing the first comprehensive global data platform for the commercial real estate industry, which is quite large actually. It's standing at 32 trillion US dollars. It's not a small sum of money, if you want. It's kind of big. That's what they say, or so estimated. It's a very big number, if you want. I think if we're to summarize where Verumex is after 4 years of intense effort, we are now developing an institutional grade data platform that is capable of managing the data needs of both major real estate funds and smaller investors as well, regardless of where they are located on the globe. What we're basically doing with this platform is that we're efficiently aggregating and centralizing and analyzing pretty high volumes of structured and unstructured data. And we are providing our clients, as a result, with a competitive edge in deploying their capital and managing their assets and reporting to their investors. Verumex was founded by senior professionals. They have a proven track record of investing in real estate in Norway, in the United States. They have created and scaled startups previously. They developed complex software, and they certainly managed large-scale outsourced operations. And I would like to name one, which is very important, our CEO, Nick Laird. He was among the pioneers, together with Ravi, the pioneers of a very successful startup story in India. It was called Global Realty Outsourcing, and it went from a concept, a very small concept, to 1,500 full-time employees, and also 65 institutional clients prior to its sale to a major private equity fund. This started in the 2000s, right? It was very early on, and Nick and Ravi are very experienced in this, and they are joined by Paul, which is our CDO. He's based in the United States, and he has trusted us with this very, I would say, already large-scale operation in Romania. About me, I think I have built a great team in Romania. I'm definitely delighted that I'm now joined by 12 different individuals, that some of them are maybe watching this, so thank you for this.
Thank you.
And we're certainly, pumped to increase our, kind of foot here in Romania. We want to get it to around 20 people by the end of the year. Hopefully, some of you that are watching will join us.
Thank you for trusting us, also us with participating at our conference. I'm curious, if you mention your recruitment plans, what would be the 2 or 3 reasons why a specialist should or would want to work in your company?
I think when you look at our product, we, I guess, do create something that is very interesting and very complex. We are solving very difficult technical problems. We're using modern technologies and patterns. We're being very mindful and thoughtful about the practices that we are, employing for this. And we certainly, I would say, pioneered the application of modern technologies to serve highly sophisticated clients who own these assets across the globe. I would also say that we operate in a true meritocracy. We do reward performance. We obviously expect performance, and we do reward performance. Obviously, the learning curve at such a company is very steep, but it's obviously very exciting for motivated professionals that are seeking to do something that is more than just a job, we think. We like to think that we challenge each other, and if you are going to join us, we are going to challenge you as well. And we're obviously, I would say, very selective as to who joins our team. We are very protective of our culture. We globally were around 55 at this point, 13 in Romania, 55 globally. But if you're qualified and if you're fitting our culture, we will certainly support you in developing any skills that you want, be it technical or non-technical. So I think that's what I would say why specialists should join our company. I think we're pretty cool for, I would say, a startup of this size at this moment.
This sounds amazing. Plans. I will also be curious, how do you see the future of work? How do you frame it in the times we are now?
I think this is a very, circulated questions around every kind of media channel right now. We trust that VMX is a perfect example of how we see the future of work and how we put it to good use and how we implement it. At this moment, we are deployed in 5 different geographies and 5 different countries. We have 5 distributed teams. That is, we have people in New York in the United States, in Oslo in Norway, in Bucharest here, obviously, Chennai and in India, and Bangkok in Thailand. I think we believe, obviously, that the future is bringing together talented people with shared skill sets to tackle complex technical challenges, and we're not bound by location, education, or any traditional criteria for that matter when we are selecting such talent. What we have seen is that best-of-breed talent can be found anywhere in the world, having searched, having tried. And I think, truthfully, the COVID experience has proved to us and to everyone that it is certainly possible to efficiently build complex technical solutions with distributed teams for very big corporations, for that matter. I would say that we certainly don't want you to work from the office. That is one thing that I would like to underline. We do not require or expect anyone to work from the office. We leave everyone to decide what is best for them, and we fully support them in these decisions. That's why in Romania, we're deployed in Bucharest, in Iași, in Cluj, in Brașov, and certainly very soon, likely in multiple other cities. Right.
Thank you for sharing this information with us. I think it's appealing for the specialists to find out more about your type of work. I'm now curious, what is the main focus for your company IT activities?
As I was saying, the product that we are developing and deploying to our clients, VMX, is certainly, if you were to summarize it, a very professional data infrastructure for large global real estate investors. Now, being the world's best investors doesn't mean that they are also the best IT companies out there, right? Our clients, these organizations that we're working with, they trust us to provide the data and analytics that they need, and their focus is to use that data to become better investors. Which means that we put to good use best practices and patterns for creating and maintaining enterprise data platforms that we can successfully deploy, operate, and secure across multiple clients at the same time. That is something that we have been able to do. And I think it's very important to underline that at this point, we are able to provide an enterprise-grade service in terms of automatically assessing the data quality of one's client's data. And the reason is we obviously want that to be real-time assessed, but not only that. You don't want to only be able to point out what are the issues. You also want to help your clients mitigate those issues. And that's what we're doing. We're providing an enterprise-grade service of identifying those issues and helping them mitigate them, just so they are able to use data better for the well-being of everyone, I guess.
I'm sure that you receive a lot this question. What makes your company the best?
I think, best is very tough to say. But I would say that what makes us a great place to work is that we're obviously attempting to solve very difficult problems. And when you draw the line, those can improve the performance of our investors by millions of euros or even more sometimes. That's what we're seeing. We're obviously pioneers in applying a data warehouse platform to the real estate industry that hasn't been done before. And we have become already mission critical for our clients. We're currently very closely working with a global bank, the top 2 investment banks in the world. So we're mission critical for them, and this is very successful. What I would also say is that we're constantly innovating and learning new ways to apply data and data science to one of the world's largest asset classes, and that is as a result of the fact that this hasn't been applied to them anymore, right? So they are asking us for things to do. We are doing them, but then we're finding out we can do some other things as well with all this data that we have together and with all the experience that we have. I would say we're highly professional and relentless on improving our clients' experience. We do certainly have the talent, the speed, and the dedication that is usually seen in a fast-growing startup. And I would add something. We're not just a technology company. What we do very well, I would say, is that we bundle critical technical knowledge and capability with what we call very carefully selected commercial real estate subject matter expertise. There's a very big long word. But we're doing that because we want our clients to get the best of our platform, and that is not only through technology, right? So we kind of deploy these very interesting cross-functional teams. That is also a very used word out there by the agile people. But what those teams do is that they work against a single shared purpose, and that is to enable people to do self-service commercial real estate analytics better, faster, and easier in a language that they understand and that they can use.
Okay. So what strengths are more important for someone in order to work for you?
Brown hair? Obviously not. I think there's a few personal qualities that thrive at VMX, and some of those are intellectual curiosity, professionalism, a hunger to achieve, and mutual respect for our colleagues. As I was saying, we're deployed in so many geographies. Some of us have seen the others, face to face. We like, spending time with each other. We like eating together. We like cooking for each other. So that is also very nice. And leaving aside all these informal things, I think we obviously serve the world's largest and most sophisticated financial services firms. That is certainly true. And it's easy to say that they're very highly demanding, and they expect excellence in terms of what their technology partners are doing, and that is applicable to us as well. So the people that we have who do best at VMX are those that are seeking big challenges, and that they have the confidence to tackle them. We obviously tackle very, very difficult problems. Our team at this point is comprised of highly accomplished technologists, but as importantly, of people that communicate very well and that they can translate complex ideas into implementable action. So I think we're certainly, looking for people to join us and to, be part of this, I would say, great culture.
Thank you very much for sharing the information with us. So you've heard on 8th and 10th of June, we'll meet in person. So don't miss that, because this is a huge step after 2 years that we went fully online now or in person. See you at DevTalks. Thank you very much for joining us.
See you.